Everyone, this is Open Dragon Mouth number 7. Alright, I know I haven't done a video this month, but two reasons. Got back from Anthrocon, figured might as well take a little break, and two, had a little bit of a lighting issue here. Where I've been without light for the past few days, but they finally fixed it today, so hooray. Alright, first I want to mention, I'm a bit late on saying this here, but congratulations to Germany on winning the World Cup. I am so excited for that because I have a bit of German in my descendants. So, really happened. And the first thing I posted on FA, like the first 2 minutes after they won, was they're going to get drunk because they know how to party. For Anthrocon, had a great time over there, and as you saw at the end of my Anthrocon video, I finally got my dragon fursuit, and it got a lot of attention. So I am glad that it's been a big hit, and I'll be bringing them out more sometime in the near future. The final numbers on Anthrocon for this year: 5,861 attendees, coming from all 50 states and 26 countries. We have raised $32,372 for the National Aviary. Breaking that down, let's see, there was the charity performance with Tu and Kage. We had the charity auction and the raffle. We had the fursuiters go around with the bucket brigade. We've had oh yeah, there was attendees who had donated $2,000 within 2 minutes, and it was done at closing ceremonies. And you probably saw in my Anthrocon video, some of the charity raffles and the auctions included 4-night stays in each of the hotels, the Westin, Omni, Doubletree, and the Courtyard, and the golden ticket for the elevators. This was also done this year. It's a little badge that you can use on the elevators, and you can get instant access. You skip the lines. I wonder who got it this year and how much. And also we had 1,326 fursuits in the parade. And from what I saw in the videos, it took about like 25 minutes to get through the whole parade. Also, one of our past charities, the Toonseum, had given out their very first Gertie Award, and they awarded it to Anthrocon. So that is something that they're pretty much honored to get. And also, the mayor of Pittsburgh himself declared July 5th, 2014 as Anthrocon Day. So yeah, you can see how much of an impact that Anthrocon has had in Pittsburgh over the past few years. Yeah, by the way, I got this shirt as I was leaving Pittsburgh at the airport. I saw one of these and I was like, I gotta get one of these. So, as always, I had a great time there. Yeah, I could give a lot of stories to you guys, but I think I'll do that in a separate video. Next year's theme will be Viking Invasion, and the first time that that came up to me, one of the NC Furs here told me that I should be getting one of those horned helmets, because this could be linked into like How to Train Your Dragon, because it's kind of overlaps each other. So I'm already receiving ideas for next year. Let's see, what else do we got? Alright, a couple days ago, I had went to see the Purge Anarchy. If you remember me talking about it last year, I said the movie sucked because it was just turned into a home invasion thriller, and a lot of the characters were stupid, and some of the action was just goofy. Let's see, so if for some reason that you're going to see this particular movie, you might want to skip the video a few minutes because I'm going to briefly go over what happened in the movie. Alright, so this one takes place about 10 years from now, according to this movie. Now, this goes into 3 separate storylines which merge together a little bit later. One is a mother and daughter just going out through their normal lives. Another one is a boyfriend-girlfriend just trying to get back home, but then their car breaks down. And then one of our main characters is one that's trying to get revenge on someone for the result of his son's death, and he got away with jail time by a technicality. So yes. Now, the main action really begins with the mother and daughter, which some army of some kind just breaks into their door for some reason, targeting them. They're about to be dragged out, and they get dragged out to this semi truck. There's a guy out there with a minigun. It sounds like overkill, but the one guy that's out in his armored car looking for the guy that he wants dead, he goes in to help these two. Now, the boyfriend and girlfriend who were being chased by some masked people in motorcycles hides in his car. So now, because the guy with the minigun shot up his car, it's dead, and now they have to walk. But the mother and daughter said that they can get him a car. They'll take him to a relative's house. And it's pretty much throughout the next half hour or so. It's action, exposition, half hour that. It's pretty much a pattern throughout. But we get 2 more plot points. That there's a conspiracy with the government that they send out these semi-trucks with miniguns to kill more people because they see that they're not killing enough. And there's another one where there is a rebellion going on, and the leader looks like a pissed-off Spike Lee. Yeah, but it's not really him. But that's what it looks like. So skipping through on, they go on to their relative's house, and everything seems okay, but someone just loses it because her husband was cheating on her. So she's like shooting up the place, and our main characters somehow escape with the problem in that house seemingly unresolved. Yeah, and at the same time, they were spotted by the semi trucks from surveillance cameras as they were heading to the house. So they're going to break in. And as they're about to escape, they get captured by these masked men in the motorcycles. And it seems that, well, they claim that they're not purging because they could have killed him there, but they're actually making a deal with the wealthy so that they would make a hunt themselves. So yeah, they're like in this large room with a bunch of wealthy people volunteering to kill them. Yeah, but in the end, our main character turns the tables, but then their dinner party decides to send in a whole army of them, and the boyfriend gets shot and killed. But then the rebellion just out of nowhere, just throws in a flashbang grenade and just starts shooting up the place and helps them. Now the girlfriend stays behind to exact some revenge. Now our guy finally finds the house of the person he's looking for. He breaks in and is just about to kill him, and then we cut to the outside of the house where he's walking out, and he gets shot by the one guy from the semi-truck. And just as he was about to kill him there, the guy who our guy was supposed to shoot comes out and shoots the guy from the semi-truck. And these guys are just about to get shot up by the army just as the Purge is about to end. So basically this movie, it's better than the first one, but it's not quite there yet. Because here are my positives in this one. They actually had this take place in the city, as it should have been in the first place. And some of the plot points actually fit. I like the conspiracy plot point. I like the rebellion plot point. And I mean, I could see from a different points of view on the three different storylines before they all came together at the same time. I mean, people can have different reasons for being out. Like the house is broken into. They're kind of stuck on that home invasion thing. But at least it wasn't just that. At least it was just there for like 10-15 minutes. Which, by the way, they had one separate character. The husband decided to sacrifice himself to have his family get $100,000 because he was dying anyway. It was pretty much pointless. Yes, and then you got the boyfriend-girlfriend whose car breaks down, but it looked like that some of the wires were cut up. So that could be another reason it could be out. And then you got the guy that's out looking for revenge. Yeah, pretty much a reasonable storyline. But here are my main problems. There was way too much plot. Way too much. I mean, the three storylines were enough. But then you got all this side plot. You got all different antagonists. You got the wealthy, you got the guys on the motorcycles, you got the government, you got the guy in the semi-truck. There's too much going on. So I just can't tell what I'm following. On top of that, there were some things that were never explained. Like, why didn't our main character shoot the guy he was looking for in the first place? Why was he still alive? So overall, I gave this a 6 out of 10. It's better than the first movie, but there's just too much going on right now. I mean, I know I've said this before. I'll say I know this kind of story can work, but right now it's just not there yet. But I'd say if this is your kind of movie, I'd say give it a try. Ship blown up again?
Yeah.
Fritz over here is playing, what was it called?
Kerbal Space Program.
Kerbal Space Program. And he just crashed his ship.
Anyway,
I have been noticing that there's been some furry fanzines and comics that are looking for support right now. First, we have Tag by Felix Graypaul and Ashiko Whitepaul. The first and only issue so far was published on May 16th, including in-depth articles about Dust and Elysian Tale, Furcadia, and Wolf's Reign from Wikipedia, as well as furry-themed horoscopes and art. Right now, Furry and Fuzzy magazine has made 2 issues, although it's overdue for their 3rd issue right now. So, right out, these fanzines are looking to turn to online distribution right now. This is because the cost of printing and distribution combined with the minimal or non-existent sales. So, so you got all these that are looking for some help. And there's also the Furry webcomic at arm's length, who's currently on Patreon. They're about a month shy of their 6th anniversary. Now this was written by Darkwing Dude and drawn by Brooke Scoville. And this comic primarily focuses on 3 women who are immigrants from a hidden society of 4-armed magical beings. The heroines, Allie, who is a rabbit who specializes in illusions, Sheila, who is a kangaroo, the most direct and forthright member, and Reese, who is a fox, who is a psychic and generally peculiar. Now, they appreciate the mortal world to the point where they put the smackdown on magical threats that mundane authorities simply cannot handle. Now, those that choose to support the strip via Patreon, they can gain access to web badges and wallpapers available nowhere else, and they can even introduce new characters with speaking parts. What else was there? Oh yeah, I got to give some upcoming events. For the month of August, I know we still have some events going on for the month of July, but I just want to make sure I get this out before August gets here. August 1st to the 3rd will be a Condition being held in London, Ontario. At the same time, Maltese Furcon being held in Boston. River from the 8th to the 10th being held in Brisbane, Australia. Rocky Mountain Furcon, same time, 8th to the 10th, being held in Denver, Colorado. FA United from the 15th to the 17th, being held in New Jersey. Oh, and the next big con from the 20th to the 24th, Eurofrance, as always in Germany. I gotta imagine that's going to be rocking over there. Let's see, 20th to the 23rd, Futurcon, which will be held in Poland. Camp Feral from the 21st to the 25th, being held in Ontario, Canada. Kigokimo will be held on the 23rd in Nagoya, Japan. MetFit Fur Meet from the 28th to the 31st in, well, it says Memphis, but it's actually in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Unless there was something that I missed. And finally, for August, Indie FurCon from the 29th to the 31st, being held in Indianapolis, Indiana. Alright, how long have I gone? Almost 20 minutes now. Okay. Alright, so that will do it for this one. This Dragon's Mouth is now closing.